Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get this show on the road. SCL action, SCLesport coming up against MartenRising. This will be a battle of the titans. The two kings of the SCL little community we have, as we got a little bit of a gunglitch going on, but that's alright, we can change that up just a little bit later. It does look a little bit odd, but we'll get through it. We'll get through it. Kungan, the skip for this SCLesport time side. Ooh. Ooh. Jabby finds the first hit of Stiggy. Stiggy falls, they lose ramp control early, however its quick rotates coming in. Bomb goes down. Hopefully, Leo, thanks. A heavy 4 on the side. We're going to restart after this one. It does look a little weird. Kickross finds one on the retake, can't find a second. Holder loses his life, it's all down to Kungan in the 1v4. Does have armor, beautiful tap to find the head, has to find Jabby. Bit of a scuffle there. He's going to continue to fight. He falls, as we're going to quickly reconnect to the server. But Kungan, good effort there. He did find the one. If he held out, he may have been able to take 1 or 2 with the bomb afterwards. But it's still a respectable effort from the young man. It's not like I'm going to knock him or anything. However, we're going to head into round number 2. MartenRising. That's a lot better to see a gun. I'm not going to lie. MartenRising. Lots of work to do here. They can win this one, they break the economy of SCL, which means they get another maybe 1 or 2 rounds quite easily. As these Mac 10s look to get the work. Carlson traded out, he's good for 1. Kickross looking to defend. Stiggy's going to come in a little bit of util damage. Maybe enough. 4 on 4 Deagles coming up across this Mac 10 Galil hybrid that we got going on. Stiggy nearly spotted through the smoke. Has a bit of a cheeky 1-1. Jabby will find him. Jabby finds a second through the smoke. Jabby continues to spray. Kungan once again in the 1v4. Looking unlikely that these Deagles are going to come out on top. And it looks like MartenRising are going to go hunting. Kungan goes down. MartenRising, what a second round from them. Only 1 death and it is Leo, but they do have cash in hand to buy for him. As we're going to slowly start to see some AKs come into the server here for the MartenRising side. Maybe even an AWP, who knows. It's an AK. Coming up against the pistols of SCL. No armor. So they've given Holder the top gun for this SCL side. The Deagle. Holder good for 1. Carlson gets a second. SCL 2v3. They've won this. They've almost won this duel here. As Carlson continues to get aggressive, he loses his life. Stan finds a second. Well done to that young man as he finishes off the SCL boys. The Swedes go down 3 rounds early. It's going to be interesting to see who comes out because there's been a bit of storied history between these two. It's definitely leaned fairly evenly between these two. You know, we've seen SCL have their moments, we've seen Marten have these moments. Whenever you see SCL Marten on the scorecard, you think to yourself, oh boys, we're in for a bit of a treat here tonight. And definitely think we are in for a bit of a treat to start off this one. But beautiful shot from Kickross, finds the head, drops off the angle, does take the fight though, will have some damage taken. As Jabby, he's in an aggressive position here. Nearly catches Carlson dropping off the angle and does. Catches him with his knife out. Well done, Jabby. It's Kickross still hiding around here. Kickross finds 1. Jabby finds a second. Trying to find a third. Holder goes down. Beautiful entries from Jabby here. .3v2 on the retake. There is a kit in play, so we do have to be wary about that. Stiggy Carlson coming from the same area. It's a bit of a smoke for you to learn if you want it. Although SCLesport, they lose these 2 guns, they're going to struggle with the economy and it's going to be difficult for them to come back into this one. They don't want to go down too many rounds too early. And I think if they keep these two guns, it's probably the best call. They do keep the armor as well, and just the tiny bit of utility. Stiggy. Maybe found here. Javi can't get a fourth on the round. Does pick up an AK for his troubles. Does MartenRising pick up 4? The 2-gun save is going to help out the economy of SCL a whole lot. A whole lot. There's a little bit of reshuffling allows SCLesport to buy into this one. All M4s, limited utility on some players. Kungan the main one, Kikros another. Just the 2 nades for them coming up against this fully stacked MartenRising side. MartenRising look to make it 5. Of course, this MartenRising project, very storied throughout the history of the SCL. We've seen them from time to time come up and dominate where, you know, they could, and they're currently number 1 ranked in the SCL as well, which I think is something that I don't talk about enough. Carlson goes down, he's traded. As Flashy gets a second entry. Holder takes one elsewhere, 3v3 on this B side here as Ruder looks to put the digits in. Bomb goes down. Kungan and Stiggy start to get aggressive on ramp. Stiggy, not expected. Will burn though. Down to 75. Flashy, 10 points of health. Looks to take the fight and wins it. 2v1. Flashy Ruder against Holder. We've seen Holder, you know, come up against situations worse than this as he finds one. Smoke goes down. Molotov should give him enough time. Flashy spraying through the smoke. He won't be able to find it. Holder, beautiful defuse. Well done. Can't find Flashy after the fact, however, does pick up an AK for his troubles as SCLesport put their first round on the board. Bit of an awkward buy for SCL at the minute. We've got 2 SMGs, 2 rifles and an AWP with very, very limited utility. Whereas MartenRising, 4 rifles as Holder looks to take the aggressive peek early. Carlson traded. Holder's head spotted. As Kungan farms a little bit of cash. Flashy may fall for the nade here, not close enough to him. As B-side looks to be working out for MartenRising fairly well. 3v4 and the HP is not looking good for MartenRising. Ruder takes the fight up round. Looks to be a bit of an A execute here. Smokes will go in. Nades as well. Kungan will fall here. He does. Beautiful nade from Stan. Beautiful placement. Sticky spraying through the smoke does find Ruder, which will dim the chances. A bit of a lucky spray as the bomb does go down for MartenRising. Good bomb placement as well. You saw Holder shoot through the box there. If it was planted where it normally is planted, you'd see Stan go down there, and he's the one with the HP. Kikros, no kit, no idea. He's going to stick the 10-second defuse. No, he's not. Holder, Kikros, find one each. As SCLesport put their second on the board. A good round from them. Not much early on. Ruder should be able to find Kungan through the one-way, and Kungan goes down. Looking to be a bit more aggressive on that ramp position. Can't find anything. Flashes do go out. Hold the turns. Is blind though. As MartenRising start to take their time coming up this ramp. Holder dropped off the angle. He's got a little bit of work to do. He's going to want to find at least one, maybe two. 3 would be perfect. 4 would have me screaming. Siggy. Looking to get aggressive here. Kickross is going to be the first to rotate over towards the A side as MartenRising cut all noise. Finally, utility comes out for MartenRising. It's going to be a bit of a scuffle here. Javi finds the first pick. Stiggy getting aggressive from behind. Found by Ruder. Stand goes down. First for MartenRising to fall. Does leave a 2v4. Bomb goes down. Kickross Carlson. Extremely close quarters for them as Leo finds one. Leo looking for the second. 20 points of health. Him against Carlson. Does have backup behind him, however, so it will be a good fight. Carlson does have the kit. Does find Javi. And Flashy gets the trade. Beautiful from MartenRising. They bring it back. They bring it back. MartenRising stopped what could have been an eventual deadly snowball for them. There's a single MP9 comes in for SCL. Keeping their economy at about the 1600 mark all around. Holder on that 3k mark for the AWP later. But it's going to be interesting to see how this SCLesport plays around with this economy that's looking fairly average. Beautiful shot from Kickross to find Leo jumping. That's when you have a little bit of a Rops peek. Face to the monitor. Looking to find something. Ruder gets the tag on Kickross. He's down to 10 HP. Takes the fight once more. As Stiggy, he's close up. He's getting up close and personal here. Kickross and Kungan to hold this A site. Does look like the eventual destination for MartenRising. As rotates start to slowly flood over. Stiggy getting aggressive, caught by Javi. Stan finds 2. Leo does go down. Stan finds a 3rd. He's on 12 kills early in this game. He's going to want to look to get the bomb down, and does. Holder by himself in the 1v4. The moment he pops his head up, Stan should find his 4th of the round. Holder spotted. Javi gets the frag. Martin. They've put up 6 early. They're starting to run away with it just a little bit, although we have seen SCLesport come back from larger deficits. Leo finds the early pick. Continues to get aggressive. Carlson finds one. He's got to defend from Jen. Can't find the second. Stan will drop him. As we head into a 4v3 on this B side here. Holder getting aggressive through mid. He might not be able to find anything too substantial here. As it looks like the call to save comes in. SCL look to give up 7. No kits in play, very limited utility. Would make the retake extremely difficult. As everyone backs away from the bomb. MartenRising put up 7. Carlson, he's looking to get aggressive towards his B stairs control. We've seen how MartenRising, when they play slow, they see and they take advantage of the mistakes that SCL are making, leaving vital areas of the map like open. We've seen, you know, they show a little bit of presence towards B stairs. They'll drop someone off ramp. SCL drop someone off ramp. You know, they show presence towards ramp. They drop someone off stairs. As you can see up in the top corner, a big rotation starting to come in. Holder comes across, I think it's Carlson at number 3. He's dropped off an extremely aggressive angle that he had. You know, MartenRising is starting to play with that just a little bit more. And it's starting to become a little bit more exploited. Javi, he's going to push onto the side. He's going to get the early frag. And we're going to see those rotations come back in again. Q-Cross. He's got to see if he can put an end to this. No, he can't. Javi gets a second. Javi looking for a third. Javi has some of the sexiest entries I can find. Holder, Kungan take one apiece as Javi has a bit of a balancing act between getting aggressive and playing smart as Holder. He's so close to falling off the edge of the map here. Kungan gets the frag, gives them the man advantage as Ruder takes it back. Holder 3 HP. He's not going to be a big factor here. Stan from behind takes Holder. It's all down to Stiggy and he can't find anything. Beautiful round from MartenRising. Beautiful lurk from Stan late in that bomb plant. Late in that retake coming across. No one expected him. It was beautiful. Just beautiful piece of Counter-Strike. Like, there's nothing more I can say about that. It's a beautiful piece of Counter-Strike from Stan. You know, we've seen him have impressive plays over and over again, and he just continues to perform. But he's one of the first names you think of when you think of his SCL, this MartenRising side, sorry. My apologies. As SCL lose Carlson early, Stiggy spraying through the smoke, able to tag up Flashy just a little bit. As SCL look to combat the one-man disadvantage, it's Kungan. Ties it all back up. Flashy goes down as well. Kungan's done a bit of a job here. 6 kills for him, 5 of them at least impacts. Three v 4. Is MartenRising slow it all down? They cut noise. Stiggy's got aggressive here. On top of his skipper's head. Javi entering onto this B site. He has been extremely brutal. Finds the early pick. Keeps Kickross out of the site with a bit of util. As a bomb looks to go down for MartenRising. Kickross is a bit of a one-way. Ruder falls. As Javi looks to get aggressive. Smoke fades. He falls. All down to Stan by himself. Does have a nade, however. Is spotted and is taken down. SCL pick up their third. However, MartenRising have won the half on the previous round. That's a beautiful knife, Stiggy, by the way. It's a beautiful knife. Beautiful knife. As SCLesport decide to rock the dual warp setup, you'd assume Stiggy would keep one and the other would go to Holder. Okay, interesting. Carlson picks up the AWP. We have seen spurts of him as the secondary AWPer. However, I think with the SCLesport team, we're more accustomed to seeing Stiggy as that secondary AWPer. I don't know if it's a map-based thing, but I definitely know that Carlson with the AWP, we don't see it too often, so we might be in for a little bit of a treat here. As a big battle for ramp comes in early. Stiggy, Kungan take one each. Kungan finds a second. Flashy can only get the one in return as Holder finds Javi. Ruder by himself. AWP bomb on his back. We're going to be able to see what this kid can do here from this ramp position. SCLesport played this one near perfectly as Holder falls to Ruder. Kungan looks to get aggressive. Should push straight into Ruder's crosshair. Flash through. Kungan is found. Good play by Ruder just to stand and shoot. Come up against the pop flash. Fakes as if he's going over to B. 20 seconds left on the clock. He has a little bit of work to do. Did he see Carlson there? So he's going to push into the crosshair, kick cross. Ruder does a bit of damage, 10 HP. Carlson just needs to get the frag and does. SCLesport do enough, 4-8. You love to see it. They've come in a crucial round here and they kept 2 guns to pull into this one. We're going to see an early ramp presence here, and we're going to see SCLesport pull off the aggressiveness on that B stairs area, which MartenRising look to exploit. They're looking to start getting aggressive here as Util goes out. Secondary flashes come in as we start to see the SCLesport boys start to crawl over. Ruder can't find anything. Holder, Carlson take one each. Flashy looks to get aggressive. Flashy finds one, nearly found it, does find a second. Stand helps him out in the third. Holder, Stiggy. 105 points of health between the two of them. MartenRising looking worse for wear. 114 between the two of them as they've got 50 seconds left on the clock and they look to rotate towards this A site. No one on SCL's clocked it just yet. As Flashy looks to entry towards this mid position where Stiggy is holding. Drops off the angle. He's about to get timing pretty badly here. He's got to duck around the corner. Yeah, he does just in time. You can see up in the top corner, they've just rounded into mid. And they're looking to head towards this B site. 15 seconds left on the clock. MartenRising played this to perfection. Stan puts the bomb down. Flashy to protect. There's SCLesport. Duo up. Stiggy finds the early frag. Stiggy goes down. Holder. Flashy. Both are one shot each. Holder does have a smoke. No kit though. Doesn't put it on the bomb. As Flashy. Beautiful 2v1 clutch for that young man. Does enough to keep MartenRising in the lead by a fair margin. Beautiful round from Flashy. Beautiful play by Stan as well. Sit there, get the bomb down, take the fight early, gets the information that they're both coming towards from that CT spawn area. He just did enough. Stan did enough. He got so much info and it was down to Flashy, who just kept his calm, kept his nerve as the Deagles have to come out here for SCLesport. Stan, so much damage. So much damage with the nade. He's going to wait for the aggressive push from, I think, Holder. I didn't quite see the name there, but I think Holder's getting aggressive as Leo with the Mac 10 looks to be farming cash. Stan does find Holder. Kick cross Carlson. Left in the 2v5 Deagles. These aren't going to... They're just not going to do the boys any good. As Leo looks to farm up more cash, finds a third. Leo, 4k with the Mac 10, question mark? As Stan rounds the back of Carlson and takes him down. Leo Impressive 4K with the Mac 10. He's farmed up so much cash and he looks like he's going to continue to use it. Never mind. Whoops. Can't. Z, I'm going to smack you. Leo and Javi find their early picks here. Stan, he's going to be brutal from this mid position. So much control here that he takes. Beautiful shot to find the header holder. Stan, what a shot. Kungan's going to be found through the smoke. Leo showing why he's one of the better players here as SCLesport look to be down 11-4, although Kikros wants to make a change to that scoreline, wants to make it 10-5 at least for SCLesports. Kikros going around Javi. Does find the frag. Kikros has found 2. Stan, flashy Ruder. There's enough there to get this frag, but Kikros, he's on fire. Flashy rounding the corner. Kikros gets timing and turns him. Beautiful shot from Kikros to find Flashy. Was on low HP, but Kikros, he comes out worse for wear. 3 HP. As he's going to go for this. Does have a kit in hand and a smoke. Could this be the ace clutch for Kikros? Ruder tagged. Misses his shot. Stan, it's all going to come down to him as he finishes off with 1 bullet. Oh, you had me believing there, Kikros. Ooh, Kikros. Good halves all around in chat. 11-4. It is the cursed scoreline, though. Is the cursed scoreline. We have seen games that have been 11-4. I'm not talking about a certain team in particular. But yeah, there's a little bit of a glitch when it came to their score, and it got turned from 4-11 to 16-14. But I'm not gonna talk about it. It's just we can just call it a piece of old tech if you want. But anyway, SCLesport down 4-11. We have seen them come back on this map from huger deficits. We've seen them come back from 12-2 on this map. I think Vertigo is one of their stronger maps, especially when they head towards their T side. I think they're just so aggressive when it comes to certain areas of the maps. As Flashy flashed through, he's going to find one, looking for a second, won't be able to, drops off the angle. It's just a scuffle. It's one of the dirtiest scuffles you'll ever see. Holder does get the frag, however, Leo, Ruder, they're going to start taking pot shots as Ruder finds one. Leo finds one for himself. Kungan may have been spotted crossing, but all 4 of the MartenRising boys are here. Holder does find the 1 frag. He's going to be behind. Finds a second! Holder! What? Holder by himself in the 1v4 may get the clutch. Leo does have a kit on him, so if the bomb does go down, should be easy days. Here's Holder getting around, spot Stan. Here's him drop off the angle. Stan puts an end to Holder. MartenRising, give me a heart attack as they pick up 12. Oh. So many opportunities for SCL to get these multi-frag clutches, and they're difficult to get. We saw Kikros last round before. He got not an easy, but he definitely got a 3k. Could have turned into a 4k early on. And then we see Holder there, the 4v1, takes 2, look to get the 3rd. Could have been a bit more aggressive in the situation, but I'm not knocking him. Just saying that there's a few more things that have to change up if SCLesport want to, get a few frags. They need to start finding these trades. They need to start finding these early picks and dropping off these aggressive angles. We've seen MartenRising look at Javi on this B anchor that he holds so well in this stance position, right? He'll take the fight, he'll drop off. We've seen it time and time again. Takes the fight, drops off to a further back angle, waits for one of his teammates to come in, and then takes the fight on once again. He's a smart player when it comes to this B anchoring position, as Flashy finds 2 with the FAMAS, Ruder 1 with the Scout. Kungan can only find 1 in the trade as it's a 2v4. They flash themselves out. Ruder finds 1 more with the FAMAS as Carlson down to 55. He's going to be down to 40 and down to 0. MartenRising look to be running away with this one. 9-round lead for the Croats, as they're going to look to put this game to bed. It's definitely interesting to see how SCLesport have managed their economy. You know, I haven't been the biggest fan of how they do it, forcing every second round, but it works for them, and it has worked for them in the past. But you can start to see the damage it's doing late in the game as Holder loses his life early to Ruda. Ruda looking for more, finds a third. Ruda, Nate will go in, do so much damage here. Takes Stiggy down to 37, Kungan down to 85. As Ruda, he's going to look to put at least 4. Javi takes away his ace. Stiggy goes down. 14-4. MartenRising look to be slowly running away with this one. But yeah, as I was saying, we've seen how the early game economy of SCLesport is starting to impact them late in the game. I mean, it's round 19 and they're force buying to prevent round 15. You know, it's kind of these early decisions in game that are starting to take an effect later in the game. And you know, if they have a bit of a better economy, you can see SCLesport, you know, buying more SMGs, having more of these SMG eco rounds instead of these Deagle eco rounds that we saw 4 or 5 times in this first half. His Holder finds one, can't find the second. Flashy from Sandbags does enough. Finds the head. Flashy finds 2. Looking for a third. Doesn't find Stiggy, however. Stiggy gets the trade as Flashy. He puts in a good hold from this Sandbags position. Did find 2 for the price of 1, and that's kind of what you need when you're playing such an aggressive position as Sandbags. Noise gets cut. SCLesport's starting to play this slow. A minute left on the clock. As MartenRising look to have a bit of exploratory surgery trying to dissect this SCLesport play. As they look to head towards this A site. Javi, Ruda. We've seen these two work together. We've seen these two work together quite well. Ruda looks to take on 2. Finds one. Might be able to find the second, but Javi comes from behind. Bails his teammate out. Beautiful play from MartenRising as they put 15 up on it. And of course, after this one, we've got a second game. It's looking to be Netherlands coming up again. The Russians. They're definitely an interesting team that we're going to look at. They've only had the 2 losses in this. Only had the 2 losses in SCL. Ugh, I just had a brain fart. That's pretty bad. I'm sorry. As SCLesport starts to get aggressive, you love to see it. MartenRising defending for 16. Stan drops off the angle. Takes a bit of damage though in the 4v3. Kungan puts the bomb down. First time we've seen the bomb go down for this SCL side. On this A side here, he gets taken down worse for wear. Down 8 HP for the skip. Beautiful shot from Ruda. Finds Carlson. This retake becoming just a little bit easier. 3 kits in play for the 3 boys here. Smoke goes in. As Kikros and Holder get the job done. SCLesport pick up 5. As they've got 11 match points to get and they just found their first. SCLesport definitely looking to at least try for overtime here. It's going to be interesting. One wrong move in SCLesport. They're going to be left worse for wear as MartenRising look to put the final nail in the coffin. Kikros starting to get aggressive here. First time we've seen them really attack this B side. Stan finds the early pick. Stan is taken down, however. Beautiful shot from Holder through the smoke. Javi looks to get aggressive, finds Holder. Beautiful play by Javi there. He's on 20 kills for the night. Night? Diet. We're rocking with Diet. Bit of a stalemate here. We're going to get the 3v4 and it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a ramp presence here from SCLesport. MartenRising may have clocked onto it. Leo anchoring deep from this A site. Giving up ramp early. They're not overextending themselves. As we got 50 seconds left to play. Carlson does have the bomb. Carlson dies here. This will be interesting. Flashes go in. Carlson plants so aggressively. He plants so aggressively. Leo finds one on this retake here. Ruder blocked by his own teammate. Smoke goes on the bomb. Kungan finds Jabby. Kungan finds a second. Stiggy goes down as the bomb gets defused. MartenRising put this one to bed 16-5. What a game from MartenRising. What a game from SCLesport. MartenRising just came in. They